What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and this is your ECW, your entire contest walkthrough for the November 2025 event, which is something. I don't know. I saw it a minute ago. I don't know. It's Dynasty. Champions Dynasty. There it is. I just missed it. All right. So this is not just a blog read. This is also insight and information, interpretation of the information. But as you can see, we're getting a Hall of Fame character. We're getting a Rey Mysterio, and we're getting a Dominic Mysterio here in just a moment. So first, state of the ring. Legendary family legacies are stepping into the spotlight, champs. Celebrate one of the most exciting father-son duos in WWE history, Rey and Dominic Mysterio. So sorry, Iron Sheik 84. I'm sure we'll hear about it on the podcast this week. Unmask powerful new versions of the Mysterios and feel their legacy come alive in the ring. And because legends inspire legends, this month's theme brings in a twist of power from out of this world and father-son fire across the roster. More on that. Step into the ring for Legacy because greatness runs in the family. So this month's roadmap, you've got your your B tier free tier, which is Hall of Fame Michelle McCool. You've got your A tier, which is Technician Ray. We don't have a Tech Ray in the game as far as I can tell. And then Showboat Dominic Mysterio. So couple things right off rip. Like, I know some people are immediately going to be like, how dare we have 3 characters that we already have in the game? Let's put this into context. Over the last several months, we have gotten Axe and Smash of Demolition, who haven't been in wrestling games for like 2 decades almost. We got King Mabel / Viscera, who was 17 years between games, and all 3 of them showed up in this game before any others. You've got your guys like Coco Beware, like King Kong Bundy, like Jesse the Body Ventura. You have new characters that we've never had, plus the zombies that, yes, are characters already in the game, but we typically expect that from Zombie Month, and it's Zombie Month. They're awesome, right? Plus, we know from the Winter of Champions event that they've been doing on the Discord that in the December-January timeframe, we're getting Sol Ruka, we're getting Trick Williams, we're getting, Obafemi, we're getting like different names like that are new to Zarya. Tito Santana's in the mix. Like, we're getting new to the game characters galore surrounding this. Plus, they've already mentioned, there is the yet to be undisclosed crossover, which is between Bandai Namco, wonder what that could be, and WWE Champions. So there's going to be tons of characters that have never been in the game before, so I'm okay with some reskins in the mix of this. Plus, I like that Michelle McCool gets a Hall of Fame statue. It'd be good to have another relevant Rey. I mean, really, the most relevant Rey in the game is either your Zombie or your TMNT, but a lot of people didn't get the TMNT version. Dom has a great version, but he's free tier. This is going to be your S tier character. So let's just get that out of the way. Again, sorry, Iron Sheik, the Weenie and the Mask, and Dork Jr. are on this. New superstar debuts, Michelle McCool, Hall of Fame. She should be your B tier. Rey Mysterio should be your A tier. Dominic, your S tier. You can see the shard distributions there. Also, a revamp for Eddie Guerrero, Latino Heat. So the original best luchador in the game is back, and he's getting revamped. And there's premium shards available for the characters as you go using him. So if you didn't have Latino Heat, you're going to have him now. And if you do have him, you finally have a reason to make him the top of your roster again. Special events to watch out for. There's a special 2-week-long crossover event you won't want to miss from 11/10 to 11/21. So that should be your Bandai Namco event. We don't officially know it's Tekken, but come on, we've all figured it out, right? It's probably Tekken. So you've got your Tekken event, crossover event, unnamed, that's going to be from the 10th to the 21st. I would guess that's going to be very much like the aforementioned TMNT event, the Rocky event, kind of a mini MLC. You're also going to have a Thanksgiving Black Friday contest on the 27th and the 1st. So keep in mind, you're going to have the 3 new characters, then you're going to have the can't say for sure it's Tekken crossover event, which has 4 new characters. Then you're going to have Black Friday, which typically has another new character. So you are talking about 8 characters in the course of this next month. So again, I am not upset at all that it's Dom and Ray again, right? Right. Then you've got your week 1 faction feud, your week 2 faction boss, week 3 faction feud again, which would be your, faction, your flash feuds, sorry, and then week 4 showdown. Also, some updates from the devs. We're shining the spotlight on iconic father-son duo Ray and Dominic, so that's going to be the theme for this next few weeks. You can add Dominic Mysterio, King of the Luchadors, and Rey Mysterio, West Coast Pop to your collection, and show the world that greatness runs in the family. It could be that Ray's the S tier, but I think the way they wrote it in these, that he's the A tier. Also, don't forget that you get brand new gears hitting the ring too, so you can rep the Mysterios, unleash the legacy, and dominate the month in lucha style. The locker room. Your feedback matters. We've heard it. We're turning it into action. This month, we're dialing back the grind by removing the midweek 1 event from the kickoff week to give you some breathing room to focus on big moments that matter. That's more so big right now because Titan has been added into the mix. So just imagine week 1, you have your Tuesday it launches, and you have literally your kickoff talent up, your keys grind, your Titan grind, just so much going on in there. So that's not a bad thing as long as they reallocate the assets, which I'm sure they will. And since you loved October's kickoff prize wall, we're keeping the energy rolling with an expanded prize wall option in November. More ways to power up. Your climb to the top just got smoother. Also, coming soon. The action doesn't stop. The action never stops, champions. Get ready for an epic 2-week crossover event like nothing you've ever seen before, where universes collide, legends rise, and spotlight burns brighter than ever. That's not all. The faction feud is getting a serious shakeup this month. Expect fresh rules, wild twists, and new waves to prove your crew runs the ring. Stay sharp, stay hungry. The next era of competition is just around the corner. So update to feud could be very good. That's the biggest, most popular mode in the game. So, it's always good to keep it relevant. And then engage and win. Think you know your WWE Dynasties. Which father-son duo made history inside and outside the ring with unmatched chemistry? Drop your answer in Discord. This month celebrates what it truly means to fight as one. So join Ray and Dominic as they redefine legacy inside the ring, while new challengers from another universe crash the party in your Ultimate Showdown crossover showdown. Remember, it's not just about power, it's about family, heart, and history. When the bell rings, the next generation rises. So the way that this is written, it makes me feel like maybe the Tekken characters or unnamed Bandai Namco, because we don't have any official confirmation, I promise you, not revealing things I don't know. But realistically, let's just be honest. Anyway, I'm guessing that what that means is that maybe the Tekken characters are going to have their own, like it's going to be King as King, not Rey Mysterio as King, not Dominic Mysterio's Armor King as I thought they might have, just because of the way they're wording that. And if nothing else, because we know that there's a Rey and Dom, it would be Penta and Rey Fenix instead, at the very least. There's also this drop from Discord right here. You can see that. It is her. There we go. Actually, let me move this back up again. There we go. So you can see that the distribution on this, free claims for Dominic, 50, and then kickoff tour 75, which tells me Ray is the A tier, Dom is the S tier, and Michelle McCool, it says at the bottom there, get your extra points by collecting the Evo tokens. So she's for sure your B tier. You can see the contest superstars for Champions Dynasty and everything that goes into it right there. The biggest thing, though, is that, you've got a really, really good amount of characters coming this month. I mean, I would not be surprised if there are 8 new characters in the mix here. So you're talking your Bandai Namco crossover, we know for sure is at least 4 from the picture. You've got Black Friday, that's usually 1. So don't be super upset that these are reskins, because there's so much more coming. Plus, in the December 10th and on event, you're going to have the whatever MLC comes out next, but it's going to be tied possibly to this Winter of Champions, either in December or January, that they did on Discord. So there is going to be Sol Rucka. There's going to be these others that have been in there. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for that. I'm interested to see what the gears are, and I'm definitely interested to see what's going on with Faction Feud, because that is a whole new thing. If you're changing Faction Feud, that's got to be something crazy to talk about, but it is what it is. Also, Eddie Guerrero, Latino Heat, getting an update. I am super excited for that. So there's your characters again one more time: Technician, and Showboat. So we could expect that probably the Tekken characters will be Powerhouse Striker, Trickster, and I don't know, maybe another Tech, but probably not. Probably maybe another Showboat. We could see. We could see with that. So who knows? This is going to be an exciting month. It's starting out with characters that maybe you're not as excited about, but it's going to build. And let's be honest, like I've always said, regardless of who the character is, like I was super excited King Kong Bundy was coming to the game, but he was garbage as a fighter. There are characters that are the very top of my roster that I really don't like them in real life, in the WWE world, but because they're such good fighters in the game, I'm building them, right? Like, I don't have a great history with the great Muta. I saw him when he was in WCW. I didn't follow his NJPW career and things like that, but Muta is one of my most popular characters that I use the absolute most because of what he can do. So there's going to be a lot to this, more than meets the eye. Oh wait, that's a different crossover. So make sure you send this to your friends and faction mates, let them know what's coming up, and just like this video, subscribe to Champions Chat, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.